No, I'm not.
You should get to where you can do that. By the way, I'd like to thank everybody for coming to Let's Talk Racing as we're getting set up in the background. We've got Clifton and John Savage with us tonight. Matt Mullins, myself, Caitlin Shaw in the background here on the phone with us. That's your cue to say hi, everybody, Caitlin.
Can I flirt or should I do something?
Hello. On the show tonight.
Oh, goodness.
We're figuring out now.
Yeah,
I'm trying to get everybody on the chat room. Which one is most computer illiterate?
Well, he doesn't have a Facebook account
He didn't have
yet.
one. He's not cool enough
You should
for
sign him up for one right now.
John doesn't? You don't?
I'm lazy.
Man.
You probably don't even know what his email
I just don't want to
address
copy Cliff.
Can he go on there, though?
Not unless he uses, like, Hudson's account or something. Chat's only if you got Facebook.
Oh, man.
Details.
You got Facebook, Caitlin?
Sure she does.
I do.
Caitlin Shaw, yeah, you are on my Facebook.
Duh! Did you get slapped around too much Monday night, Matt?
No.
Not enough, okay.
Probably not enough.
But anyway, Caitlin, so talk to us. What's happening in your world?
Well, just continuing getting ready for Phoenix, and busy day at Michael Waltrip today. We're trying to finish out the rest of the season strong and get some sponsorships there also. And I'm actually heading down to the truck race this weekend in Talladega, so it should be exciting. I think Todd Bodine is about to clinch the championship pretty soon here, so exciting race at Martinsville last week. That should carry over to the truck race this week, so I'm excited to be down there for that.
Now, how big's his lead right now? Is it pretty much insurmountable, or?
I believe that he can. I believe Todd can clinch at Texas. So
Well,
pretty close, but
yeah, because the worst thing you got to do is sit there and say, "Oh yeah, we've got it, no problem," and then something happens.
Yeah.
Whether it's the big one, whether the engine blows, and you tempt the fates, and they come back and bite you.
At Talladega.
I know. I think I'm pulling for him, though. I mean, with all of his stuff with his mom and stuff, so I think that it would be a good year for him to pull through again.
Cool.
And then just still running the Oil Medics Trucker of the Week campaign. So if there's anybody out there that was interested in being our Trucker of the Week, get a free set of air tags and some shirts and hats and stuff if you're picked. So you can send your submissions in to the Oil Medics at yahoo.com, and we'll get your submissions in.
Tell us a little bit about this oilmedics.com.
What it is it's a company based in Texas, and they're sponsoring me for Phoenix. And we're trying to come up. They're a very green company. They're really trying to push green initiatives for mostly in the trucking industry, and then they have some also some things for race cars. So it's kind of beneficial on both of my aspects, just trying to push that. And they sell all sorts of different things. And if you're a trucker, you can actually head through Texas, and they change your oil and they service you in Texas also, in addition to their outside sales. So it's a pretty neat company, and I'm excited to be working with them.
Cool.
So we're hoping to see you in a truck here real soon?
Yes, November 12th is when I'm going to be racing, and I'll let you guys all know next week. I'll be driving home from my test next Wednesday, so that's when I'll be tuning in here to Let's Talk Racing.
So you're going to be tuning in? Are you going to call us on the road?
Yes, I sure will.
Cool.
Good girl. Good driver.
We did have a local favorite run the truck race at Martinsville this weekend.
Yep.
CE Falk. I did talk to him Wednesday. I said, what was it like to be in that truck? And he said it felt like a monster truck. But he had a good time, and finished 30th, I believe.
25th.
25th. Where are you at?
3 laps down. He started 30th. That's what it was.
Well, that's good. He moved up.
So he moved up and got some good laps in the way it sounded.
I heard he didn't get much practice, so for what it's worth, I think he did a pretty good job with a little time.
He got like 3 laps practice and had a power steering line or power steering problems.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
pretty, not bad for a
so
first time.
he won the our track champion and ended up 3rd, I believe, in the national standings.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounded like 2nd or 3rd in the national standings. So good little driver. Won the Denny Hamlin race too, by the way. Can't forget that.
Yeah, against those NASCAR drivers.
Didn't even want either.
Yeah. So, but it was a good time.
Matt, you're spacing out here.
Yeah, I'm going over our deals. They missed. They actually missed a couple of our laps.
Yeah, there's so many of them. They just put your best laps together. I don't know. I guess I didn't fit them all on one piece of paper.
Should be, because you read them across. Times or with 10 of them across.
Is it across or is it down?
Okay, I got you. 181, so 181, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, that's why it looks like that.
Caitlin, they're looking over the timesheets from the racing we did Monday night.
Yeah, charity event.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to figure out where I was in it and see what my times were.
Yeah, we had a charity race that we put together Monday night at the American Indoor Karting in Virginia Beach. It was for Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters. So we had a good group of people come out there. A lot of Langley drivers came out, so it was a pretty good event. We raised $1,782, so it was pretty good.
Wow.
When you're on here, you see that green light, and I don't know why, but even I'm low. I'm usually pegging it.
Oh, really?
That's
Yeah.
because you got that one pointed
Oh,
away
I got
from
this
you.
one over here.
That's Caitlin's.
I'll move it. I can move it over a little bit. That's better. So, Caitlin, tell us what's new with you. What's going on?
You're pegging it. That's good.
It's time to shut up now.
I'm working on finishing up this semester, starting my night classes, and just kind of working on the college aspect of it. And then, Michael Waltrip and my DGM racing stuff, everything's kind of coming to a point here, so I'm trying to get everything done with all three of those things. But it's been busy, but I think it'll all pay off.
Well, it should all pay off.
And I actually got a new sponsor yesterday,
Oh,
Cloud GDS, and they're going to be an associate sponsor for my truck in Phoenix, so that was good news.
what was the name of the group?
Doug Cloud GDS?
Doug?
Doug Cloud DDS. Doc?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, doctor. Cool.
Yes.
Dentist. Dr. Drillman Phillip.
Ugh. Hate dentists.
Could be Dr. Yankel.
I like my dentist.
There's a doctor in Newport News, a dentist.
And it's out there, so.
His last name is Cannabis.
That's
Swear to God.
Hey, that's for your.
Relaxing feeling
That's for the
going
really
in.
hard dental work you got to do.
Yeah.
Get you hooked up.
So,
Ones that have been visiting for a while. Need some extra help.
so what else is new in the truck? Give us some good gossip.
Good gossip.
Who's going where? What's going on? Who's getting fired?
Well, I heard James Busher's coming back to Randy Moss to run the last few races of the season, so
Yeah.
that'll be another good truck on the track. And
Busher.
I believe Johanna Long is looking at running a full season next year, and she's going to finish out with Texas and Homestead. And there's a lot of rookies that are in Martinsville, so it looks good for the truck series to keep building their driver base and keep getting a lot of trucks on the track. So it's always nice when you can all try to qualify in. So.
How's things been over at the Hornaday Harvick? Have they kind of smoothed things out? They had a little tussle here not too long ago, didn't they?
Yeah, but I'm not exactly sure. I'm guessing that they smoothed things over.
Okay.
You know what we missed 2 weeks ago, right? During the nationwide race between Busher and Danica.
Oh, yeah.
We really didn't miss it. That kind of went.
We never talked about it.
Yeah, we never talked about it. Shit, that was kind of quiet.
Busher wasn't too quiet about it.
No, I mean, her running that race and all that. There wasn't as much hype to that as there was in the past, like first couple of races.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they wanted to play that one down.
They wanted the whole race. They kind of played it down.
Yeah, because talking with Busher, she came over and Spotter or whoever wasn't telling her that he was there, and she kept bouncing on his front left. He had to keep backing out, and he said, and then when she got spun, he said, I just had to take enough of it. Somebody's going to learn the hard way, and she did.
She went for a ride.
She didn't feel the first few times she hit him.
I don't know. Didn't hear about that from her, so.
Yeah.
But Busher
Right.
definitely.
He saw it for sure.
Yes. But sometimes you got to learn the hard way. Not like we've never done that before, right, Caitlin?
I think that everybody's had pretty much a lot of the same experiences on the track.
We've all been there, done that, haven't we?
There's all sorts of situations that we've all been in.
Part of racing.
Well, I mean, that's where you start learning. Something happens to you, you got to learn how to handle it.
Yep.
Whether it's correcting the angle of the turning to the right when you're sliding sideways. Matt had a really good save last Saturday night.
Man, I'll tell you what.
You used almost
I was even proud of that one.
You used almost the whole freaking track. If there was rumble strips, you'd have been hurt.
Man, that boy had me flat sideways. And luckily he let me go. I mean, I think that's the only thing that really saved me was that he let me go.
And who got into you?
6, Bobby Hall.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
He tried doing a crossover is what he did. We did a restart, and I was third. He would have been second. We did the cone rule.
Oh, okay.
And Doug Warner was right ahead of me, and me and Doug both took off, and we went down into one and cleared him. He fell in right behind me, and he must have picked me up dead center, and he left me sideways through 2. Yeah. And I just stayed on it, just kind of drove through it, and said, "Okay, here we go."
It's been out,
Dirt tracking.
So.
Well, you've had to do that a couple times this year, haven't you?
Yeah. More than
Yeah, I've had to do that a couple of times this year, but a lot of them were hitting me in the left rear and just flat turning me all the way around.
Corners, yeah.
So.
Or giving much of a chance.
Now, why would anybody want to do that? It's supposed to be clean,
Because
fun
I was
racing,
leading the
isn't it?
race. So.
What else you think you got coming up on your plate, Caitlin?
I'm other than the race and my internship and school. That's pretty much taking all my time right now. I don't know what else is coming up. I'm doing a charity event on Friday with the Girls on the Run Foundation, and what they do is it was based in Charlotte. Now it's in a couple of different areas in the southeast, and they're giving it's a self-confidence opportunity for girls, and typically elementary and middle schoolers, and they have after-school running programs to kind of empower the girls, and they have lessons. And so what I did is I auctioned off a Day with Caitlin experience, and so Emma is the little girl who won, and she's going to come spend a day with me on Friday, and I'm going to take her out to Michael Waltrip Racing and show her that, the pit area and all of that, and then we're going to go, and she's going to help me do an appearance at a local preschool. And we're going to read some stories, and she's going to help me with that. So it should be a pretty neat experience. I'm looking forward to meeting her and working with the Girls on the Run.
Sounds like a good time.
Well, hey, Caitlin, when we have the next charity event, would you like to participate?
I would love to.
Okay. Not sorry to put you on the spot live on the air, but...
No, that's good.
We'll definitely need enough drivers for next year. We'll get it put out ahead of time, too.
My spotter, Amy, had one complaint about the whole thing.
What was that?
No girl drivers.
I tried getting a few of them out there. I guess they were busy. They were supposed to be a few drivers.
Terry was supposed to be here, too, but she couldn't get down here. She's from Mississippi.
She would have drove.
Yes.
Yeah.
She would have drove her butt off.
Yeah, I'll definitely put the word out there earlier next time. Get more people prepared. More people want to come into it too.
What was it, Hudson, the day before? Hey, Roger, can you go run with us tonight? Tomorrow night?
Yeah, Saturday night I was trying to get a few drivers. I got over 15 more than I needed. I was like, I can't. I'm sorry, we don't have no spots. And I was trying to get more teams out there, but 10 carts was enough on that track. So, but we'll definitely open it up. I was thinking we probably could do 6 drivers per team next year, 60 drivers. So more people can ride anyways.
Yeah.
So, but yeah.
At 15 teams, that would have been. We could have slowed it. And see, and this is another thing. I'm a fat old man.
Okay. No, this is a fat old man.
and that team that won, the first and second team, probably had 200 pounds less than anybody else.
Easily.
I agree. No, that or weight advantage. I mean, weight them kids. Put 100 pounds on.
That's what I was saying. We need to bring some patties out there and get them on the cart somewhere. Put them on their seats.
Man.
Or just
lead vests.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what you do. Have everybody weigh the same.
Have everybody weigh.
We need
that's
to bring,
what I'm saying.
Someone needs to bring some scales out there. We'll get all that taken care of before the race.
Them little kids were a half a second faster than anybody.
Easily, yeah. And it wasn't just. That weight advantage was huge.
Yeah, I mean,
and here's another thing that I'll tell you. Nobody can run over 50 laps at one time.
Okay. Break it up.
Yeah.
So,
You gotta come in at
like
35.
Spencer went out there and did it like 100, 125 laps.
Yeah, and then swapped
While
out.
everybody was pitting. That's how he
Yeah.
got so far ahead.
Because he got a lot of laps.
Nobody
on him.
can do over 50,
Yeah.
50 laps at a time.
Yeah.
But what was it?
I'm going to help you all out so I can win this thing.
Yeah, I'm sure everybody's going to help me out besides
I
that
have
team.
lots
So-
of ideas.
Everybody's got some suggestions for
So,
it.
Caitlin, if we do this again, you going to come up?
Definitely, yeah, definitely. Give me some notice.
All right.
Okay.
We have a great time doing it. Cliff and John did an awesome job putting this thing all together. You two, Cliff put it all together.
Yeah.
John, I know
John
you
raced
helped
in it.
out.
He
quite a
raced
bit.
it, yeah. Well,
He raced in it, but what did it take to put something together like that?
Just, it was really easy because a lot of people at Langley were really big help, in helping out anybody trying to put a charity race together, anything to benefit charities like that, like CHKD, stuff like that. I was trying to get Joe Scarborough helped out like right away. I asked him if he could put a team together, and like within a day he already had 5 drivers
Five modified drivers ready to roll.
Yeah, and more people if they wanted to run too. And then obviously Sean, has experience in this stuff. Sean Beluzzo, so he was helping out when he could. He was pretty busy, so it's understandable. But just everybody asked, just raised their hand and helped out. Just gave me suggestions and just really I just went with it and tried doing my best. Obviously Luke with AIK helped out a lot. Because this is something I've never done before. I just got racing 3 years ago. I've never done anything like this before. So, but yeah, just everybody helped out and made it, that much more fun to put it together.
And where did this idea come from? You just decided, hey, I'm going to do a charity event. Where did you come up with this?
I thought about it like a year ago.
No.
First, remember? You're thinking of something to do, just some basic.
Maybe
kind of
just
charity.
get drivers But yeah, I was just looking on Facebook, seeing that some people like going there and racing the track. I've never been to the one in Virginia Beach. I used to go to the one in Portsmouth one time. We went there for our 16th birthday. And I just thought, why not bring everybody to kart place? They all can get together and race the same stuff, and have fun and race some money indoors, so we can do it whenever. So yeah, just it's just an idea I found on Facebook. It's like, why not just bring all these drivers together, and just went from there pretty much.
And they were, we were joking about it earlier, but they were all pretty decent. I mean, everybody had a good time, and I think they enjoyed the racing, and you get all a bunch of racers together. They were getting serious about it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Everyone was strategizing up and down the path. Everyone was running back and forth. I mean, it was getting intense.
It was getting pretty intense.
Everyone was strategizing.
We were counting laps, and the last guy we had on there says, if we leave him on there and don't do a pit stop, we can get fifth. We were already thinking that far ahead.
Yeah.
Man, it was a good time, and you guys did a really great job. How much money did you raise?
We raised $1,782. So for the first time, that's not too bad. Next year, if we did 60 drivers next year, they'll make a minimum of $1,200 to CHKD right off the bat. So we'll make more from there.
Make more from there.
And then
Good.
the drawings and stuff like that.
Yeah, we'll have drawings and stuff, and obviously all that stuff will get better organized for next year. Hopefully get some more money, more people participating in that. And obviously putting this out ahead of time, hopefully get more Langley fans to come out and meet their drivers and stuff like that and help them donate as well. We could get a lot more people. A lot of this stuff was last minute, so it caught some people off guard. But I'm sure next year if we do it ahead of time throughout the season, bringing it up to the event, I'm sure we can get a lot more people coming out, especially fans as well, for sure.
Yeah, that and getting sponsors to help, donations for one, but also maybe paying for some of the teams, sponsoring them.
Old Boyd came up and paid for all the
Hobbytown USA
Hobbytown sponsored
Pro Wing team.
So
yeah. All those teams.
really
Old Point National Bank helped out. Hobbytown USA. Yeah, all those people, and obviously Langley and Arena Racing helped. Provided tickets for the raffles and all that stuff. So they've been a big help. But yeah, and especially putting that news shoot on. I got shout out to Michael Leach and Christine Keller for that. They helped put that on for me to get in contact. Christine Keller and Vanessa Corey are good friends, so that's how we got that put on. That was pretty fun. Got off work Friday morning, then went to the track with Bill Mullins, Hudson Hall, and Vanessa Corey, and we raced on the track for a little bit. So that was pretty cool. That was really fun.
Oh, so that's how Bill got a little track time, didn't he?
Yeah, that's how I got his practice in.
TV news
a little
time.
bit of practice time. Yeah, exactly. It goes both ways.
Caitlin, I know you're still there with us, and I hope you hang on for a little bit, but you got anything for these two boys?
I think that I'd like to be invited next year. I think that I could give them a run for their money. So.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to put them on the spot right now. Let's get one for end of January. A pre-season race.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can probably do something. I'm sure we can put something together. Yeah.
You think that's going to be enough time?
We might snag some of the truck and some of the nationwide drivers to participate too.
Maybe 1st of February, like the second week in February before everybody goes to Daytona.
Yeah, before it's a few weeks and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see why not.
See if we can talk Jennifer, Joe Cobb into it.
Yeah. We'll see.
Draw for your teammates.
Draw for your teammates.
No. We're gonna let them.
Some people won't like that.
No. We're gonna let them pick teammates.
Yeah.
We're gonna let them, but we will have.
Get like 5 truck drivers together, 5 nationwide drivers together.
Yeah. See what they can do.
Caitlin, you're gonna be a Pro 6 driver next year. You're gonna come race with me. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Gonna have to run here, but I'll just definitely count me in for that race.
You got it.
Awesome.
All right, now you have a good night then, and we will talk to you next week.
Okay, bye.
Bye, Kate.
All right.
Bye bye. I'm missing the whole chat room tonight.
Oh.
I'm usually in there keeping up with everything.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking to him right now. I'm trying to. Matt's fixing off.
I'm just reading. That's all I'm doing. I'm seeing who's on here.
Yeah, I'm talking about the charity race and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, that was a good time. It was a great thing. It was a great way to raise money.
Oh yeah.
Now you both are pro wing drivers.
Yeah.
You got the U car experience this year. No,
Clifton did.
Okay.
That was lots of
Clifton
fun.
doing all
Lock
that.
up
Oh, yeah.
an axle, spin out,
Yeah.
say hi everybody as they go zipping by.
Yeah. No, that wasn't really intended. Really not sure what happened there. It wasn't out of lack of traction. I didn't even feel the thing go around. It just nosed down and just spun out. I think
Almost like an axle locked up.
the
You
fuel
mentioned
pump, the
something.
fueling. We've had fueling issues with the Geo. The fuel sloshing to the right, the pickups on the left.
Yeah.
Going through the turns, it just nosedived and just whipped around. I couldn't do anything about it. I hit the brakes. I was
Put more
turning.
gas in it.
Yes, we were working on that. We did
Full
that.
tank of gas usually helps.
Yeah. Well, yeah, we found it out the first time I raced. When I tried qualifying, it did that coming out of the turn. It was like, bonk, bonk. It was just like that. It was terrible. I was like, I guess I'm not qualifying this time. So we learned from that. We pumped it up and went out for 5 laps. We got out in the race. Race went pretty well. And then this past time, the race went very well as well. But, I'm probably going to put a fuel cell in it.
Sorry. I forgot to turn my volume
Silent. Come
down.
on. I put mine on silent.
I don't have to worry about
Thinking ahead. Yeah, you know, no one calls you.
I usually do.
Talking about that, having enough fuel in your fuel cell. One of the late model races I was running in, it was rained out on a Saturday, and we ran it on a Sunday. We had like an extra 12 cars showed up more than normal. We had about 30 cars out there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, everybody, when you race on laps, you usually, well, at least we did. We always filled ours up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, it just so happened in this race there was 231 caution laps. 5 cars ran out in about the last 10 laps. Fuel.
Yeah. It's just,
So it never hurts to fill all the way up.
Yeah, definitely. learn from that. Yeah, definitely.
Well,
After every run, it's like, you fill it up, you fill it up.
A friend of mine built an enduro car and he didn't have the fuel, so he put lead on top of the fuel cell to kind of compensate for the
weigh
weight.
it down.
Yeah, and forgot. He ran out of gas a couple of times actually.
Oh my gosh.
So.
Yeah, there's a few things you gotta check before you go out there. Sometimes it will help.
Now you both. This is your 3rd year.
Yeah, second
Fourth?
half, third. Yeah, pretty much third. I
and
started
your-
that way.
This is your 2nd.
Yeah.
yep, racing.
Pro wings. You finally got your first win this year,
Mm-hmm.
and you got a 2nd out of it.
Third.
It's almost
Third?
second.
It was about
almost
2
second.
That's
hundredths
right.
between
He
me and
edged out,
second.
right?
And that was one of the closest races in pro wings we've had all year. I mean, 4 carts could have literally won that race.
26 thousandths of a second, something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
Was the margin of victory.
it was 2 by 2. I mean, it was just that was one of the greatest races that we've had out there. You pulled right ahead, right when you needed to.
Yeah, I think they led. I think two laps out of the whole
lap
race.
2 and lap 19.
And then we got 20. So that's all.
So
that
you
mattered.
got 20.
Yeah.
And they would lead in the corners, but you guys had them on the straightaways.
We would coming out of the turns every time. We just arc it in there perfect. We just
Holding it down on
shoot
the
off the
bottom.
turns. The motors wound up every time. It was just perfect.
And we
Yeah.
were pretty lucky there because at the end, the 99 and Chris O'Brien and then Charlie Ray was pushing him. They caught the 2 on the outside, like at the very end.
Just at the
if
very
they caught
end.
them a lap earlier, they would have pushed them past us.
Yep.
So I mean, it was lucky that things kind of fell into place. Of course, Charlie Ray went up on the rumble strips, thought he could pass all of us on the bottom.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was a wild
That
card.
was- Yeah.
I've watched you boys come up in this. I know you guys weren't into racing, and then you got involved in the pro wings and came out and watched, and then started this, and then you jumped right on with it. And I'm always proud of the progress I've seen with you and your dad's your crew chief. So.
Yeah, definitely. Team owner, crew chief,
you know,
mechanic, everything.
Sponsor.
Two guys I enjoy having out there a lot.
Yeah,
is you two, because it's great to see you guys out there, and you have fun every time.
definitely.
I don't see. I see some.
We're competitive. I mean, it's, you know, we run a.
Yeah, I see some. You know, kind of some upset, but it seems like you guys are always having fun. What kind of two brothers racing together? How is this working out? Let's put it that way.
It's kind of the reason why I'm racing. You know, with the wing champs, it's so important to have a drafting partner that you can rely on. You know, because there's all the people that you can draft with, but can you trust that they're going to stick with you or they're going to hang you out? Cliff bought a cart, well, 3 carts. We sold one, kept the other one for me. Said, you know, he wants a good drafting partner, and you know, I'm dedicated to working with them. And I mean, it works out pretty well. I know the first race I ever ran was the April 11th race last year, and I started in the back. Cliff qualified further up than I did. I was just kind of cruising along, you know, just doing my thing. Caught up to the 28 of Robert Peach, and just kind of, you know, started driving. Didn't really know where the rest of the field was. Ended up getting up to Cliff. Got, you know, saw him going down in turn 1. We were going to pass him on the outside. Then I dropped to the bottom, got right behind Cliff, and we caught a few more carts. Got him in top 10.
Yeah.
So it started from there.
First top 10 for him. Yeah, for the most part, it was funny last year. Last year, every race it always ended up me with John behind me. He always finished behind
regardless
me.
of where we started. Regardless of what happened.
Yeah, you could have a 30-some cart field out there. I'll start on one end, he'll start on the other, and somehow by the end of the race, we'll always find each other.
It didn't help with the points, though.
Yeah,
I couldn't pass them.
Which was fun. I didn't mind that. But besides motor problems we've had this year, for the most part, we've always been together, and that was a cool thing about it. Especially for my race that I won, it just that whole day just worked out perfectly. We were pulling pills, and I'd pull number 1 just magically out of the hat, and
I pulled second to last, but I was on the inside line with Cliff, so it lined up.
It lined you up just right.
I had to get the 2 carts. They did their thing. They messed around and just saw Cliff and went there.
Yeah,
and it worked out.
You've been going. You're down in Mooresville at a school right now.
Denver.
Tell us a little bit. Denver. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Denver, North Carolina. That's where the Race 101 shop is. Race 101 stands for Research, Analyze, Consult, and Educate. It's a program that was put on by Tony Blanchard. I'm not sure many people know him, but he's the one who coached Joey Logano through his Hooter Pro Cup series and all that racing that he was doing. His father put him as his head coach for that out there with Joe Gibbs Racing, and now he's actually put this program together for drivers like me. There's 15 of us. We're this year, 2010, is the inaugural season for this program. It's a scholarship program. We don't like calling it a driver development program because most people think that means you get to drive a race car, which, of course, that's part of it, but that's not the main aspect of this program. The program is to develop drivers to be good athletes in the sport, be good representatives of themselves, their teams, their owners, the sponsors, everything about that, and have all the educated parts of the sport, including the race cars, and, of course, marketing, PR, and just driver performance, stuff like that. Everything, not just driving a car. It's not all about that. So it's just, you know, making yourself the best driver you can be. The most educated is the biggest thing. Yeah. Because, you know, you get not a lot of them. I'm not going to name anybody, but you get some drivers out there that, you know, their parents have a lot of money, and that's how they get into racing. So they don't really know much what they're doing out there. They don't know how to set the car up. They really don't know what they're doing out there of, you know, getting through the ranks and working at trying to get sponsors, you know, talking to teams, stuff like that. So
it'd be almost like Days of Thunder. They can wheel the car around the track, but they couldn't tell you what the hell a buzz or a loose was.
Yeah, exactly. So that's the biggest thing about Race 101 is to educate drivers and put a lot of more educated drivers out in the sport. There are definitely a lot of good drivers out there, but for us younger people that are getting through the ranks, we just want to get out there. We want to run. You know, we just want to drive. But there's a lot of aspects of this sport that we, you know, really need to know and educate ourselves on to make ourselves better, you know.
I mean, just like you hear him talking about where you can adjust things inside the race car. You need to know what you got to do to make things happen.
Definitely. That's and that's one of the things. We did actually drive a car. In August, I tested their late model at Hickory Motor Speedway. And through that, it wasn't a contest of who can go the fastest out of the 15 drivers that were in the program. It was who can take what they're learning and through that talk with the crew chief, see where they can, you know, work on things, Yeah, to make yourself faster.
Yeah.
It's not just going out there and wheeling the heck out of the thing and hope it does it, but to actually learn from, okay, well, I can go in deeper in this turn, I need to go a little bit higher in this turn, and I can get out, and through that you drop off a few tenths and stuff like that.
Drive the car smart.
Yes, exactly.
Make it last. And
exactly.
Okay. I'm going to let you talk a little bit more, but TJ, are you listening in?
Yeah, definitely.
How you doing? We got TJ Bell on the line. We're going to get you in on this because I'm sure, you're a little bit younger than I am, but I bet you wish you had a program like what these guys are talking about.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's a great program, and I wish there was something like that when I was coming up, and especially coming from the open wheel ranks where I pretty much had to forget everything I knew about racing when I came to stock cars. So it was a lot of me spending time in the shop and learning as much as I could kind of by as we went. So great program from kids, and it's I think it's really good that these people are learning how to work on their stuff as well as talk to people, do interviews, everything that's involved with it.
So, something we kind of had to learn by the school of hard knocks, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately. But we're getting there, we're working on it, and we're getting ready to go racing, so I'm pretty fortunate about that.
Now, where are you going racing now? Doc was trying to tell me earlier. Fill us and the viewers in.
We're taking the number 50 Chevy Silverado. We're going to Texas with Liberty Tire Services and also Pinnacle Rubber Mulch on the side of the truck. So pretty excited about that. Get back to the racetrack with Make Motorsports.
Good. So is Texas going to be the last one of the year, or are you going to finish the year out?
No, we're definitely working on more races. If anybody's out there listening, we need some money to get to Phoenix and Homestead. But we're working hard. We don't want it to be the last one, but as of right now with the funding, that's probably the case. So we're going there, guns blazing, and we want to get to a checkered flag with this 50 truck. It was unfortunate at Darlington. We were running so well, drove all the way up to 9th and had a right front. Charlotte, top 12, top 15 truck, lost an engine. So our goal is to go see a checkered flag.
Now you've been doing the truck off and on all year. What else kind of racing you been doing this year?
My racing, some RC car racing. No, that's about it. It's been a tough year for me. It's been a tough year for the sport, I think, with sponsors. And I'm just fortunate to have the wonderful people that Make Motorsports, and everybody that's stuck behind us with All Sport, with Liberty, Pinnacle, and also the people at VPPartsWarehouse.com. They've really stepped up and let us do these races, and it means a lot because if not, I've been walking around racetracks, smiling, doing all that deal, but it's tough. The view's a lot better in the driver's seat behind the steering wheel than it is watching the cars go around the track.
Have you got any plans for next year?
No, nothing solid. That's a tough deal. I seem to be in this position every year, unfortunately, and nothing solidified. I know Make Motorsports and me are working really hard at getting the deal done to go truck racing next year. I think we can. I think we can go, race for top fives and race wins very easily. It's just we need everything to line up and people to agree to do some things and to be able to go race. So that's what we're looking for. That's what we're shooting for, and that's why we're going to go to Texas and have a pretty good run in this truck.
Well, we're definitely going to wish you the best of the luck. Pink fire suit going to make its a showing down there?
The pink one?
Yeah.
No. Yeah. Unfortunately, I raffled that suit off.
Oh man.
It would be perfect, but I don't know. You guys haven't seen my white all-sport driving suit? That thing's pretty sharp.
You know what? I'm going to ask you this because I've been always wanting to ask you that. Who does your suits, by the way?
Impact does my driving suit.
How does that work out? A lot of people, and I'll give you. Somebody asked me this last week. How did Casey Kane get his suit so fast?
Yeah. Casey Kane's suit probably was one guy on their team suit that was probably already made up, and they just changed the name on the belt. But the way it works with Impact is they have all your measurements for your driving suit. They're super fast on turnaround, and I've put them in some really hard positions where I need a suit in 3 days. They can get it done. So I'm not sure what kind of suit Casey had, if it's Puma or what it is. But it's a little bit tougher for Puma because it's coming from overseas, or I think some of their stuff's done out in California, where Impact's right in Indiana. They have a shop right here in Mooresville. You go in and see Kelly and everybody right there at Impact Racing, and they really take care of you.
Get TJ to come out and race too.
Yeah, we're gonna hook them up. Okay.
We're gonna be good.
So in other words, pretty much just a phone call for you, and you can get one here pretty quick.
I could try my best. The good thing is I spent a lot of time with Bill Simpson and a lot of time with Kelly at Impact when I first moved here, because I really didn't have any other friends, and they take care of me pretty well. So, I support their products a bunch, and I believe in it. Everything that Bill Simpson stands for. I know they've had a tough year with some stuff not going right, but I stand by their products 100%.
Everything I wore this year was either Impact or Simpson, and even though Bill Simpson's still not at Simpson, I still feel they have some of the best stuff. And Impact is just, you can't go wrong with it.
Yeah, no, and I mean, their suits are comfortable, their helmets are comfortable. And I tell you what, this all-sport suit that they made for me, it's sharp. It's really sharp looking. I'm pretty excited every time I get to put it on.
It kind of makes a difference, though, when you know that suit looks good, doesn't it?
You got to look good. That's half the battle.
Yeah. Somebody just passed me a little note here. We're talking about fire suits. What about it? What's this clothing line?
Yeah, I've been working hard. I have my own personal clothing line. It's called Defiant Clothing. I had it going pretty good out on the West Coast, and had some stuff go down. And not being racing this year, I've been working really hard on my own clothing company. And I don't know if people saw Lynch and race that I had that white hat on that they talked about for about 10 minutes, but that was one of my own hats from Defiant Clothing, and we're doing a lot with Defiant right now. We've got some mountain bike people that are wearing it. We got a MMA fighter going to be on a pay-per-view fight coming up in November wearing it. So pretty big things. It's always been something fun for me to do, and we got a website up and going. We don't have product on it yet. We did kind of like a soft launch of our website. It's called DefiantClothing.com, and we also got a Facebook page so people can check it out and let us know what you think. Let us know what you want. I've always kind of dressed different, and that's the way I like it. I like people to talk about what I'm wearing, because if they're talking about it, that means they're looking at it, and they either want it or they don't.
Well, yeah. Sometimes bad press is better than no press.
Yeah, as long as they're talking about it,
Yeah, it's got them thinking, don't it?
Mm-hmm. That's right.
So, TJ, I'm sitting here now. You came out of open wheel, and I actually got two open wheel guys here, two of my Pro Wing twins, I should say. Tell them what you came out of. Let's give a little background on TJ Bell.
I came out of, I did the SCCA Regional Formula Ford 2000 stuff, and then I graduated from that up to the Pro F2000 deal. Did that. Went and did 2 years of Toyota Atlantic with Bryce Cobb and Mike Shank Racing, and then from there I went to Prototype Sports Cars. I went and lived in England for about 4 to 6 months. I did a lot of Dunlop tire testing over there, and I drove for a factory Ascari in an LMP 900. And, was fortunate enough to get to do the last real prototype race at Daytona in the 24-hour race, and then got to do Sebring and the Big Daddy of them all. I got to go around Le Mans.
Cool.
Yeah, so it was one of those things where I really had to forget everything I knew about driving a race car when I came to stock cars. When I came here, I went and got in a truck and realized I had no clue what I was doing. Down to ARCA and ran a few races there, and ended up getting Rookie of the Year in 04. And just kind of been bouncing around ever since then. Had a full season with Red Horse last year. Didn't work out, the way it was, the way it should have. Or we just had horrible racing luck last year. I mean, it was a bad deal. But this year got these people that make motorsports really on my side, and having the team on your side is the biggest thing, and people that believe in you. It's a great thing and a great feeling as a driver.
Well, we're glad that you at least you're in something. You're racing, even though it might be an RC car.
Yeah, no, we're doing that, and we're doing some really cool things in Texas with Twitter. We're doing what they call a tweet up, and it's going to be at a surprise location. Me, All Sport, and Make Motorsports. You can follow us all on Twitter. and it's going to be a surprise location and a surprise time. But if you follow us on Twitter, we'll let you know where and where. There'll probably be some bunch of free all sports stuff there, and maybe some Make Motorsports stuff, and maybe some Defiant Clothing stuff at this tweet up. So make sure you guys all follow me, Make Motorsports, and All Sports on Twitter.
Okay, I'm gonna hit you up for something here real quick.
All right.
Under my fire suit, I get a T-shirt every year, and that's the shirt that I wear every year underneath my fire suit, every race that I do.
All right.
So I'm going to hit Defiant Clothing up for a T-shirt this year.
Not a problem. Not a problem. You shoot me an email. I'll get it sent out to you. Maybe more than one, because it might stink by the end of the year.
About every 2 races I do wash it.
Every 2.
About every 2 races, so it's not too bad.
You don't want to be around him.
It hangs in the trailer, so it dries out. It
doesn't work for when you sweat your booty off like we do in racing.
Yeah.
But yeah, TJ, we're going to let you go here because I know you got some other things to do. Hit your sponsors up.
You up for the race yet?
We're working on that.
Well, you're just not getting ready to get ready.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. Doc wants me to ask. We're going to do a celebrity, how would you put it, racers charity race up here in Virginia Beach, probably in late January.
All right.
Would you be interested in coming up?
Yeah, for sure. If it's racing, I'll probably do anything to go racing. So yeah, heck yeah.
Yeah, all right, and it's on go-karts. It's indoor go-kart. What do we do, 100-minute?
100-minute endurance race.
100-minute endurance race.
One driver?
No, we did.
Some of them almost did.
Tried to.
Yeah.
We did have 5 drivers per team, and you did have to at least switch out and do a minimum of 5 laps.
All right. Well, I better start training. That's the biggest thing I've been working on this year, and it's unbelievable. It's a great feeling that when I do get back in the race car, I've been working my tail off fitness-wise. People can say we're not athletes, but when you train super hard and you get back in that race car, and you're not having to think about how tired you are, and your brain's just doing what it needs to do, drive a race car, it's an unbelievable thing.
It's more of a mental wear down, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. I mean, before you used to not worry about, anything when you're under green flag until you got to a caution, and then you're like, oh, my back, or this. But now I'm in such good shape, and going to the chiropractor and doing everything that I need to do. That caution comes out, you can solely 100% think about the changes you need on your vehicle and how you're going to set up your next pass when the restart comes. It's just it's unbelievable what a little bit of fitness does.
I've always found that cautions are more tiring than actual green flag.
Well, that's when you notice the heat, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hot as heck during a caution. And it's funny, last year was the first year I ever went and sat in the grandstands. I watched the Budweiser shootout at Daytona. And I'll tell you what, I know why those fans in the grandstands drink so many Budweisers, because those caution laps feel like about an hour up in the grandstand.
They do, yeah.
Sure.
Well, and you got some nice. It's like when I did a modified race here a couple of weeks ago, and we were under caution for probably 45 minutes, and I was just like, oh man, I was just getting tired, just riding around,
Back and forth, yeah.
Yeah, that would definitely wear you out. That and red flags that get you too when you're just sitting there in stale air, sitting in the rough of the car. And then your brain starts thinking about how many things you want to change on the car, and you can dial yourself up pretty easy.
Yeah, or why didn't I do this before I started this race, or
Nope.
I do have a funny story. I don't know if you've heard of the Denny Hamlin Foundation race, right?
Yeah.
We had a red flag at about 30 laps into it. Eric Amarola literally got out of his car, ran. He was on the front stretch, ran to the back stretch, jumped into the bathroom, went to the bathroom, and jumped back out and got in his car before the red flag.
Oh my gosh.
It was hilarious.
You can do that?
Yeah.
Many times where I've wanted to do that too, I can promise you.
I was standing there and I said, I thought somebody was pissed at somebody at the front stretch. One of the drivers was running across.
Somebody wanted an
and I saw him come running back.
Yeah.
What in the hell? I didn't find out till later that Eric had to go take a wee-wee.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty funny. That is pretty funny. That's probably one of the worst feelings in the world when you hit a caution, is when you have to go to the restroom.
Well, I'm not going to get into it. The first night we won, I actually had to go to the bathroom. And it's kind of a joke. I used to spot for a kid in the arena, Aaron, and that was always the joke. You got to pee? No. Damn. Got to pee? Yeah. We're gonna win.
You know it then.
Alrighty.
So.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, TJ, we're gonna put your name down on this list. I'll get Doc to get a hold of you about this race when we're gonna do it.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be great.
And get you kind of set up with it. It ought to be. It's a great time.
Yeah, that sounds good. They have indoor gardening here in Mooresville. We go up there and beat them up pretty good. So I'm pretty excited.
Is that Lance's place?
Well, he has one down towards Charlotte. They opened a new place up that's called the Pit right here in Mooresville.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Nice size track.
The Pit. Does it get rough?
It could, yes.
You put racers out there, it can get rough, regardless of where you're at.
Yeah, so it's a pretty good time.
All right, TJ. Well, we'll let you get going here. You got some sponsors. Got a couple more sponsors. Let's give them a good plug.
Yeah, everyone, at All Sport, everyone at Pinnacle Rubber and Bulge, they're really on board for Texas. Liberty Tire Services, their tire recycling, I can't thank them enough. It's pretty amazing what they do with old tires and how many things they can use the old tire for that they don't have to burn in landfills. If anybody's out there using a bunch of tires, try to get a hold of Liberty Tire Recycling because it makes this place a lot better, and we're bringing a little bit of green into NASCAR. VP Parts Warehouse also taking care of us a bunch, so go check that out at vppartswarehouse.com.
Well, cool. Listen, get on out of here. Give us a call after Texas. I'd love to hear from you then and see how everything went.
Great, I appreciate it, guys.
All right, take care.
Aren't they going to be doing something down in Florida too, or something? Hey, TJ.
What's that?
Was there another race you might be running into? I think somebody, little birdie, told me.
Told you what?
I think Demi said something about you guys might be running another race too.
Yeah, we're working on it. We're working hard. It's not a definite for sure, but working hard on it, and hopefully by the time we get to Texas, and we'll be able to spread the good news. I hope.
Oh, cool. All right. Well, let me know.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Thanks, man.
Take care.
All right.
Bye.
Who's?
Amanda Lynch.
We got Amanda on. TJ, do you guys know who TJ Bell is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good kid, really is. Hi, Amanda. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. We are going to talk. Amanda just got done with the combine, correct?
Yep.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about it. I know we overwhelmed you, I think, last week. So let's get back on here and talk a little bit about it.
Okay.
She told me she can talk all about. She's allowed to now. They just won't know who's done anything yet.
Well, open up then. Let us know. What's up?
All right. Well, we went down to. We actually met at the shop on last Sunday. We met them at the Revolution Racing Shop in Mooresville, North Carolina. As soon as we got there, we were split up into two groups. There were 35 drivers there, so roughly, split down the middle, roughly. The first group, which was I was in, we actually were sent straight to do our fitness test. So we went out and done that. They worked our butts off, and after that, we were actually sent to iRacing. Have you ever played iRacing? Anybody ever played iRacing before?
Yeah, I have.
Well, I've never done it, and I think I'm just sheltered because everybody has played it, except for me. They have these really awesome simulators, and they have 8 of them lined up, and, we just got on there, and we practiced at South Boston on there, and Lake Mama Stock Cars.
Oh yeah, that's a good place to
But I
practice.
spun out a lot.
Yeah, you gotta get used to it in that game. It's a little, it's a little more.
Hard. It's like, you can't feel your back end get loose, and next thing you know, you're spinning out.
Yeah, that's the problem with simulators. I've been playing them since I was a kid. You get used to it after a while. You can really, the biggest thing is you just hear it and kind of see it.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, you can't feel it. So that's the bad part. But yeah, once you get used to it, you'll just a little turn. You'll see it turn a little bit more than you think, and you'll know it's coming around you and you'll catch it. But yeah, it's just a matter of running it a lot. I've been running iRacing for about a year now. I've really enjoyed it.
Well, I think I'm really going to have to buy
Yeah.
a setup and do it because I've never done it. But it was really neat. We actually, every driver in both groups got to do it, and they took the top fastest 8, which of course was not me because I kept spinning out. But they took the fastest ones and they put them all in a race. And Michael Cherry actually won that one. I don't know if you are familiar with him. He was actually in the program this year. But then after that, we all got to load up on this big, huge bus. Very uncomfortable seats. Very hot. And we drove to Radford, Virginia, to our hotel. We had a driver's meeting that night. It was really cool. We got to meet everybody actually from Revolution Racing, the owners, the managers, everybody that works on the car. The next morning, we were en route to the racetrack, which was Motor Mile Speedway, at 7 a.m. And that day, all of the drivers actually got a spot on the track. So we roughly got 20 to 25 laps on the track. In a late model stock car, which there were 3 of them, and they went by seat sizes, 1, 2, and 3. Bigger seat to smallest seat. We all drove the same cars, excluding the seat size. About the same, basically the same size person drove the same car. We also did media, and then that was pretty much it. It was really fast paced. A lot of I think it pretty much just showed us the life of a race car driver. Waking up early, staying out late, media here, on track here. It was very compact, but it was a lot of fun. I got to meet a lot of great drivers. There was a lot of great drivers there. We were so just almost identical. Every driver was within tenths. Most of the guys were within hundredths of lap times. I mean, it was the best group of racers I've seen in a long time. It was just remarkable at all the good race car drivers there. There was 2 girls from Dirt that had never raced an asphalt car in their life, never been in one, and once they've got the hang of it, I mean, they were knocking off lap times, and I was like, wow, this is unbelievable.
Who were the 2 girls?
I can't really remember their names. I'm a horrible name rememberer. I'm a lot better with faces. So I really can't tell you, and I feel really bad for that.
So how'd you fare? Did you kind of get a report card on this?
No, we actually did not. We do not find out anything it's supposed to be 3 more weeks from now. It was a month from when we left. 4 to 6 weeks roughly. So I'm hoping it's 3 more weeks. A lot of anticipation, I know all the drivers are getting really antsy. We want to know a yay or a nay, and it's definitely mind-boggling having to wait to see if you're racing for them or not next year.
It's always what's the best way to put it? In the off season, it's always hell to know when you don't know what the hell you're going to do the next year.
It is. I agree. And this is a big chance, I guess you could say. Pretty much, I'm not going to be racing a lot if I don't get this. So it's kind of make or break my racing next year. So of course, I'm really, really hoping for this.
Amanda, what have you driven before this program?
Late model stock at Greenville Pickens Speedway and Anderson Motor Speedway in South Carolina.
Okay. How long have you been in racing?
I've been in stock cars since 2005.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm actually I'm in somewhat of a similar program, not exactly like yours. I don't know if you've ever heard of Race 101. It's down in Denver, North Carolina. We got a head coach named Tony Blanchard putting this program on together. It's 15 of us drivers in the program, and we are it's all over the place, all over North America actually. We've got dirt drivers, like you said. You've got some dirt drivers. We've got late model drivers. One like me, I run Pro Wing Champ Cars at Landing Speedway, and then a few more late model drivers, obviously. But yeah, our program ours is kind of based on driver education and stuff like that, and marketing and all stuff like that.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
The bad part about it is that I've got it's Cliff and John, and they're twins, and you can't tell them apart.
Okay, so before y'all speak, I'll have to say your name.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
You're right. I told them they had to start. One of them had to get a beard. He kind of did.
Chris and Peach Fuzz.
Yeah. So, did she make a start at the? Did you make a start at the last USAR race?
Yes, I made a start in park. It was at Gribble Pickens. I'm trying to get up to South Boston next Saturday to do the same in the Pro Cup race. I drove. I started for the backup car last time for Jeff Agnew.
Yeah.
I made it for him, so I'm going to try to go do it again, hopefully.
Do you think that's? I'm kind of controversial on the starting parks, but do you think that's helping any?
As in helping the series, or
You as a driver.
me as a driver? Actually, I do, because they do let me practice during the day, and any seat time, especially in a heavier car that have not, I've actually not raced. The only other heavy car like that, I was at the Draft Diversity Combine in 2008 when I actually tested the Bushies, which is now K&N Series car. But, these are pretty similar. The Pro Cup cars are pretty similar to the K&N, and they're really heavy. So I think it is a good thing for me as a driver, because I do get that extra free lap time that I would not get without them.
Yeah. I think probably one of the good things about that, like you were saying, you still got your practice time in. So you got seat time out there, but you didn't get in the situation where racing's a little bit different from practice. Where a lot of things can happen out there. So it's it's probably a good thing to get those practices in and get a few laps in the race, but at least bring the car home in one piece so you can go back out there and do it again.
Exactly, and because I did practice well and I didn't tear anything up there actually, and they invited me back. So the more, like I said, the more seat time, especially on different tracks. I've been to South Boston once before in the Combine in 2008, but I've not been, since then. So more laps in that car and on a different track, I think it helps me, with my being able to adapt to different cars and different tracks. And overall, I think it actually helps me more than it hurts me.
Hey,
Did Sloan go down to it?
Sloan Henderson was one of the girls that was there with you.
Yes.
I was just thinking about that because we were going to try to have you on last week, but you had that softball thingy, you got a doubleheader, and I told her earlier, because she called in early, and told her we were going to have you on that night.
Yeah, she was real nice. That was the first time I've met her. She was a really nice girl. We didn't really talk a whole lot because, you're so focused on everything else. But, yeah, a real nice girl. As far as, I think she was a really good driver. Like I said, we were all pretty equal as far as, track times and whatnot. So,
because I was sitting there trying to remember somebody we had just talked to recently said they were going to be going to the Combine, and I know it was a female. And I just sat there and I said, hold on, who did we have last week? And then it just hit me, and sorry I just threw that in there at you.
Yep. There was a good many drivers. There was a lot of drivers from Mexico, which I thought was really neat because, they hadn't really had that before. So I know I met a couple of them that were actually racing in the NASCAR Mexico series, which was really, really cool. There was great drivers. I just can't say enough how well they did at picking all the drivers.
Cool.
It was just awesome. Very, very awesome.
How are you at kart racing?
At go-karts?
Yeah.
Oh, I love go-karts. That's what I started out in, of course, so.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, that's my,
Too bad. You'll have to go catch the archive portion of the show later on tonight or tomorrow. And the two guys that you've heard in here, other than Matt and myself, is John and Clifton Savage.
They're both single too.
They've run pro wing carts, and they set up a charity event last Monday for the children of the Children's Hospital of the King's Daughters at the American Indoor Karting place here in Virginia Beach. And we're looking for the next group of drivers for the next charity race we're going to do.
Oh, I would love to do that.
There you go, number 3 already.
Number 3, you're going to be on my team.
Now hold it, Matt.
I need some lightweight people.
No. I'm going to get some of these lightweight people on my team.
Yeah, we're trying to make this thing an annual thing around the end of the season, but Matt was trying to, and pretty much everybody else that participated really wants to do it again soon. So we're thinking sometime maybe in January before season starts and all that stuff. But we're trying to get some big name drivers to come out there too and have a nice diverse group of people.
That would be so cool.
So we got TJ Bell tonight, Caitlin Shaw tonight already. So a friend of mine, Dan Brody, he's run some Indy Light and is trying to get into the Nationwide Series. He's run a couple of races in there, so he's going to be up there too probably.
Nice. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
So
definitely have to let me know when that is.
Oh, we will.
We will.
Yeah,
We're making up a list.
Okay.
I'm checking it twice. Oh, no, sorry. Not that time of year yet.
You don't look like Santa. I look more like Santa than you do, okay?
Just need to mention that.
So, all right. Well, Amanda, I know you got some sponsors that have helped you out, and I know you got some folks. Let's give your sponsors and them a shout out.
Okay. Actually, this year I only had my father funding, so I'm going to give a big shout out to my father, Philip Lynch, and
Sponsorship by Dad.
of course every year that helps me out. They always help me get it back together with what we have. Anthony and Justin and all the Gene Hedden group. That's pretty much it. It's just, we don't have a lot of backing this year, so really have a whole list of people to thank.
Well, hopefully next year you'll be running for the Diversified,
Yes.
so that way you'll have plenty of fun.
Well, we hope you're just running next year.
Yes.
Anything.
Yeah, sometimes the key.
I definitely do too. I'll keep my fingers crossed, and y'all keep them crossed for me.
Yeah, we're thinking about you, and yeah, we got them crossed for you. Believe me.
Well, did we manage to get you enough out of the dinner?
Yeah, actually, it's actually my sister's birthday, so.
Oh, and you wanted me to get you out of there for that? Oh no!
To save you some
Let me
cake.
get her number and tell her what you did.
All right, Amanda. Well, go enjoy your sister's birthday. Come on.
I sure will.
All right, we will talk to you a little later.
Okay, guys.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Thanks.
8:04. And look what I started.
Well, yeah, thank you.
You're
Now I
welcome.
got working with something sooner. I thought I was gonna get a break. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, that's perfect though. That'd be cool. I'm sure a lot of people would like something sooner. So yeah, I mean, having 2 things a year, I don't think wouldn't be bad.
No, I mean, do it like end of February.
Yeah.
You can have like the winter invitational
Yeah.
annual.
Fall.
You can have the
And I'll help you.
Thanksgiving,
I know.
or you can call this like the one in October, the Halloween bash.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Sounds like a good name.
Get those season-ending grudges out this time and get ready for the season next year. Get everything.
There you go.
Yeah.
You can start on the
We'll
clean
have
plate.
to start doing a call list here of all the people I go on this little sucker
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice group of drivers.
Huh?
I like it being a good team.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gonna try to hook up. We're gonna hook up with Trevor
Yeah.
and
Trevor, Wayne.
Well, okay, now
Oh,
here's
yeah,
the
have them
bad
out there,
part.
that'd be a good
We
idea.
had an arena racing team, and I know there was 2 guys on there that don't race arena.
Yep. They were just friends of Spencer.
They were friends of Spencer.
Oh, so they go for a lot.
Ah,
All them
see?
racers.
And then Mason had his team. I don't know. That was kind of an eclectic group.
They go for like a race every Friday night.
Yeah.
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 See, come on now.
we'll say now the only one we had on our team that actually had been out there racing was Steve, and he got out there. He qualified third.
Well, see, Steve's been there before.
Yeah.
Durban.
That's right.
Yeah, Steve.
You've been there before.
Friday.
Yeah, one time.
When I shot that debut thing on Friday, it was
Like 6 or 7
that was
laps.
it.
They weren't even full
I've
speed.
never been there.
I haven't been there in,
I've been to one of
You were
them
here the
a lot.
last time
I've never
Terry
been.
was here.
yeah, what year?
Last year.
Yeah, last year was the last time I was there. So, and I probably knocked off a couple threes. That was about it. So,
2 weeks ago was the first time we'd gone.
it ain't. Oh yeah, this ain't too bad compared to they were running 18 4s and 5s.
I go out there like every day or something.
Hey,
like that.
good
I got
God.
down to
They get a chance.
20.001. I couldn't crack the 20-second there.
Clay,
I was
Clay
pushing
Rogers
that
will
hard,
win
let me tell you.
the
It's
Snowball
like it was
Derby
sliding and speeding.
in 2011. That's a good bet.
What's that?
Clay Rogers will win
Oh, yeah.
the Snowball Derby.
Okay, Smash put some stuff on there for you too.
I got it.
Oh, okay. And I got his phone number for you too and everything.
I got it
Oh,
right here.
I didn't know if he posted it on there. I
Yeah,
didn't yours.
he didn't put it in.
Oh, he did the private one.
Yeah, we did the private one.
Okay.
Hey, we're
Now-
learning how to work this. We're
Now,
good.
Now these guys need to finish what you told them. We'll get back to you in a few minutes. That was 30 minutes ago.
What was that?
About race 101.
Yeah, Racing 101 and all that stuff. He was into the middle of some stuff before TJ called.
Something like, yeah.
You were?
Well, yeah. I was talking about
you
race
said-
101. Just
Okay,
you know,
yeah, hit up Racer
We'll get
101.
up with you.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
We can have you guys down here anytime.
I wouldn't mind. This is fun. I don't mind coming down.
Well, come
I'll
on
have to
down.
go
Be
on.
my co-host on Wednesday nights then. All right.
Do that.
John,
You might have it next
John,
week.
get a
You might have it
Facebook
next.
page.
Are you
You
giving
might
me
have it
food?
next
'Cause
week
I'm
and the week
hungry.
after.
Okay.
Yeah, he feeds us after.
Yeah,
every
we're
show.
gonna have pizza after.
We might be
All right.
racing next Wednesday.
Oh, hopefully,
we're
yeah.
entering
We're
a $1,000 race.
at AIK. They're doing a $1,000 race for the month of October. You put in your fastest times. And I think it's like top 20.
We're 12th,
Top
13th
20
right now.
gets in this race, and you get entered in the race, and then we have, I think, Heath qualifying and then race and all
if I
that
entered my
stuff.
fastest lap from Monday, I'd be about
Sure, you
7th.
could.
So
we
around
got seats at
19-0.
home. But yeah, so we're both right now in that, so we might be doing that. But if not, we'll definitely be here.
I think
We can call in while we're at the track if you want.
Well,
I mean.
now the other thing is too. I was thinking about next weekend doing the on live from Moonstar. We've got invitation from Moonstar and from the NASCAR Sports Grill to do.
Okay.
I'm
Cool.
not sure if I'm going to be here next week.
Oh, here we go.
We'll talk about it later.
Uh,
So, let's get out of here. These guys are hungry. I'm hungry. Everybody's hungry. You hungry?
he's always hungry.
Now, I've had nothing to eat all day today.
Neither have I.
Neither have I.
Technically,
Where are we
neither
going
have
tonight?
We'll go to
After
have
work
some
last
pizza.
night. Pizza sounds good.
Pizza?
Over
Go
at
down to Rico's?
Yeah. Let's
SmashOutlaw.com. I'm going to give them a plug. He's been on here all night on the website. Gaming,
Outlaw Gamers.
outlawgamer.com.
Gamers.
Outlaw Gamers.
Gamers with a Z.
Outlawgamers.com.
Yeah.
Yes, just like Rubbins Racing with a Z.
Yeah, this is before we go.
Big old
since-
thing up there behind you. Back.
But yeah, so yeah, and this obviously with the event, especially with shout out once again for Michael Leach, Christine Keller, and Old Point National Bank for helping out. They were a big part in helping put the newsreel together and getting a lot of people saw that on the news the past few days. So that was a big help. And just, you know, everybody involved, Langley Speedway, Arena Racing, and of course all the drivers, Hudson Hall, Matt Mullins, just everybody out there made it for a good cause and really enjoyable for me. That's pretty much all I've been doing for the past few weeks. So it really made it enjoyable. You know, everything turned out great. It was a good event. Everybody had fun times, ready to do it again. So I just wanted to thank everybody for that. And obviously also Race 101 has been a big help with marketing and PR stuff. It's got me, you know, training and stuff and just getting the experience and advice if I need it from them. They've been a big help too. So getting to the point of talking to people and putting all that stuff out there, they've been a big help this year. So it's been a really enjoyable race season for me. So I really got to thank Race 101 and Langley Speedway for letting me be a part of this season. So
Cool.
just want to thank all those people.
By the way, if any of you guys like Chinese, Thai, Mexican, American, Vietnamese, go to the Moonstar.
Moonstar.
Moonstar
everything.
International. It's right downtown Hampton.
Awesome.
Good stuff. If you tell them you heard it from Let's Talk Racing, they give you 10% off your bill.
It's not bad. I won't mind that.
We're trying to help them out some.
Cool.
They're local business and
Yeah. And of
Always
course,
good to
yeah,
help
one
out.
more thing. Our father, thanks to him, you know,
Sponsored
being our
by Dad.
sponsor, crew chief, pit crew,
there you go.
everything, caller, all, just everything. He's been a big part of our race season, and we definitely can't.
When these two
thank
show
him
up, it
enough
looks
for
like
that.
it's a Nextel
Yeah, I got a
car.
picture, yeah.
They put up a tent.
We got a
They've
trailer,
got,
we got
I
boat
mean,
trucks.
it is incredible.
Looks like we got money, even though we don't, but we're organized. We're very organized.
My 2 tents made it over there.
November 6th, USAR race at Sobo.
South Boston.
South Boston, yeah.
I didn't know they were one. That's the season-ending one, isn't it?
Let's see, that's
Think so?
final race.
Yep. Last race.
Yeah, our team's pretty organized. I think every single driver from our division asked for fuel the other night.
Yeah.
We used up like all
They're
our
very
methanol.
well
We're like-
organized. They put on a good.
Yeah, we got our tent set up, everything. Everything's lined up. So,
I don't think I've ever had a problem out of any of you.
I don't think so.
They're not going to admit to it if they did anyway.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think so. I can't.
No,
I don't think so.
Nothing. Never.
Race driver's problem, no. But no, really, no. We've enjoyed our time with the Pro Wings ever since I got started in 2008. Watching those first few races in 07, 08, stuff like that, pretty much like a wreck in the first turn kind of thing. My parents were wondering why I wanted to get into Pro Wings, but things have willowed down. We've gotten a good group of drivers. This season's been really good, so I want to thank Matt for officiating us, Bill for letting us come out Saturday night to Langley to run the Pro Wings, and of course Rhonda Claiborne for sponsoring their division, making it possible. So thanking everybody for that. We've had a great season. All the drivers have been a part of it. Vaughn, Charlie, Bill Daly, Mike Dayton, Jake Harberts, Ryan Hudgens, all the drivers.
Jake Harberts.
Yeah. Harold Gay. Sean Gervais. Everybody has been part of the division this year. The Millards come out a few times to run with us. It's just a great group of people. Can't really, say enough about them. It's just a great division we're in. Everybody comes together when we need it. So, we've been blessed to be in the series that we've been in. It's been pretty cool. So it's been enjoyable.
Good. Well, are we finally wrapping it up close to all time? Only 15 minutes over, but that's all right. It's closest we come. We usually try to make it in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Never done it.
Never worked.
Never done it.
You got too much to talk about.
Oh, I'll tell you.
You gotta make it a 2-hour show or hour-and-a-half show.
Get him and Mike Leach together. You can just put the camera on them and let them go.
I'm sure. We
the
all go.
The other night
over there with
at NASCAR Sports Grill, we had him, Leach, and Joe Scarborough together.
Yeah, we went out there. Yeah, they talked for a while. We're like, we're going to go inside here. We'll be right back, guys. And they're still talking.
I still have to download all that footage yet.
Oh, yeah, you get us together.
Yeah, we can't wait to get some footage from the CHKD race, too, on the internet. Taylor. Yeah, Taylor's going to put some together. Obviously, he's got to put the Langley from the Saturday night. He's got to put that up there. Then he's going to work on the car, and I'm sure he'll be able to put some together. So
and pick your photos with all the photos.
Yeah,
they've already.
They were there, and they did a great job.
They were a big help with that. Thanking them. They're giving me the pictures. They're not selling their pictures. What they're doing is they're giving the pictures to me. And I can probably get them to sell them, but what we'll do is any of the money we get from those pictures will go to CHKD. So none of this is for profit. The pictures that people want to buy, if anybody wants to buy pictures,
How much are they?
it's on the website.
For you, $10 a piece.
All that stuff, whatever you want. That's up to them. But that goes to CHKD. So anybody wants to buy pictures, it goes straight to that for that as well.
Pick your photos.
Yeah, pick your photos. Taylor Men racing videos too, a big help. So I gotta thank them.
He's supposed to share some of that footage with us because we'll put something together too.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Thank everybody for joining us tonight on Let's Talk Racing from our illustrious panel here. See you later.
Thank you.
See ya.